The all-new 23K Renault 5 EV shocked the industry. It's coming out just a week from now and has people jumping in joy already. Coming with 300 horsepower and 250-mile range, this EV is going to truly change the industry. Before its official debut in late February 2024, the 2024 Renault 5 has sneakily made its way into the spotlight, thanks to some patent images published by the World Intellectual Property Organization, or WIPO. This isn't just a car, it's a nostalgic trip down memory lane, combined with a leap into the future of electric mobility. Now, let's dive into the juicy details. First off, the car's got this cool charge indicator light right on the hood, just like they teased us with. And guess what? There's not one, but two charging ports, one on each front fender. Talk about convenience. For the wheels, they've pretty much kept the design from the concept, though they might have gone a tad smaller on the alloys. But as with any transition from concept to production, there are a few changes. The sleek rear light bar from the concept replaced with a black trim piece, and those futuristic flush door handles swapped for traditional ones up front, but they kept the bigger handles for the rear doors on the C-pillar. It's all about finding that balance between the dreamy concept and practical reality. Now, here's something that might surprise you. This electric-only Renault 5 isn't riding on some fancy, dedicated EV platform. Nope, it's sharing its structure with the Clio, using up to 70% of the same hardware to keep the cost down. They're calling it the Ampere Small Platform, used to be the CMF BEV, and despite being a compact car, it's getting a multi-link rear suspension. That means we're looking at some seriously sharp handling, which is pretty exciting for a car this size. At launch, the Renault 5 E-Tech is going to come with one battery option, a 52 kilowatt-hour pack that promises a range of about 249 miles based on the WLTP cycle. That's pretty decent for city zipping and occasional road trips. Later on, they're planning to introduce a more budget-friendly version priced at $19,000 with a 40 kilowatt-hour battery for those who don't need as much range. And get this, these batteries are going to be more energy dense than what the Zoe had, even though the car itself is going to be smaller, measuring just at 154.3 inches long. Now, let's talk money. Renault's saying this electric gem is going to start at around $19,000, which is roughly $23,000 at today's rate. For an EV with this much style and potential, that's not too shabby, right? The grand unveiling is set for the 2024 Geneva Motor Show on February 26th, and I've got a feeling it's going to be a showstopper. Now, let's talk size. This little gem is compact. Think along the lines of a Mazda 2 or a Honda Fit, making it the perfect city slicker. It's about 3.92 meters of electric goodness built on Renault's new CMF BEV architecture. This means it's got the EV foundation with a twist, sharing some bits with its internal combustion engine cousins, but still keeping it electric at heart. Power-wise, we're looking at a range from 120 to 150 horsepower for the base models, but here's where it gets spicy. There might be an all-wheel drive version in the works that could churn out a whopping 300 horsepower. Now that's what I call packing a punch. Under the hood, or wherever the electric motor hides in these things, the Renault 5 is expected to sport a slick, single synchronous motor, lightweight and efficient. We're talking about shedding serious weight compared to traditional engines, which translates to better performance and a happier planet. Inside, we're still playing the guessing game. But if Renault's past moves are anything to go by, we're in for a treat. Think modern, think minimal, and definitely think sustainable. We're expecting an interior that's as fresh as the car's exterior and all the tech goodies you could ask for. Now, let me tell you a bit more about Renault's EV plans for the US market. First up, they have teamed up with other brands like Nissan and Mitsubishi, with a goal to reduce the cost of their EVs by 50% in the next 5 years. So here's the lowdown. Nissan is throwing up a whopping 600 million euros into the pot, while Mitsubishi isn't far behind, with a cool 200 million euros. This cash is dedicated for Renault's electric vehicle unit Ampere, and it's looking like the start of an electric revolution. Ampere's not just stopping at one or two models, they're going all out with an electric version of the compact Nissan Micra and a medium-sized electric SUV from Mitsubishi. And get this, Renault's CEO is boasting that Ampere is going to slash the Micra's cost by half for Nissan. That's some serious cost cutting. Now, let's shift gears and talk about Renault's grand plan. They're not just looking to make a splash, they're planning to turn the tide in electric vehicle production. By 2027, they want to cut the cost of making electric cars by a staggering 50% and trim down vehicle development time from 3 years to just 2. And how are they planning to do this? With something they're calling the industrial metaverse, a high-tech digital wonderland that's already saved Renault a cool 270 million euros in 2023 alone. But Ampere's ambitions don't stop there. They're aiming to roll out a whole lineup of electric vehicles that'll make your jaw drop. We're talking about the Megane E-Tech, Scene E-Tech, Renault 5, Renault 4, and a new Twingo that's going to hit the market with a price tag under 20,000 euros. And they're not just any EVs. These babies are built on 2 groundbreaking platforms designed to make EVs more affordable and efficient than ever. And here's the kicker. Ampere's already got a head start with a clear roadmap to cut costs and boost performance. They're talking about a 40% reduction in variable costs for their C-segment electric vehicles by 2027-2028. From slashing battery and E-train costs to trimming down platform and body costs, they're on a mission to make electric cars the new normal. But what about the competition, you ask? Well, Renault's not just playing catch-up. They're looking to lead the pack. With plans to roll out 7 vehicles by 2031, including some high-performance models from their Alpine brand, they're gearing up to electrify everything from city streets to racetracks. And the best part? Renault's not going it alone. With Nissan and Mitsubishi on board as cornerstone investors and even Qualcomm Technologies considering chipping in, it's clear that Ampere's got the backing it needs to turn their electric dreams into reality. So, what does all this mean for us, the average Joe and Jane? It means that the future of driving is looking brighter, cleaner, and more electrifying than ever. With Renault and its allies leading the charge, we could soon be zipping around in affordable, high-tech EVs that don't just save the planet, but also put a massive grin on our faces. So there you have it, folks. Renault and its partners are not just dipping their toes in the electric waters, they're diving in head first with a plan that could change the game for everyone. And with Ampere at the helm, the future of electric driving is looking pretty darn exciting. Can't wait to see what they roll out next. The Renault 5 EV might have lost a bit of its concept car sparkle, but it's shaping up to be a game changer in the electric car world. It's compact, it's electric, and it's ready to be on the city streets with a blend of style, power, and affordability that's hard to beat. What do you think? Would you buy this EV? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.